and welcome to Cabinet Softball Field here. I am Benjamin Fanning. I'm joined here by my wonderful co-host
Joaquin Alvarez. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Another little late start, but not as late as last time.
No, we did get our issues fixed out a little bit faster today. We did miss the top of the first, but Joaquin's about to recap us on what happened there.
Yeah, so Carroll scored 3 runs at the top of the first. We had a RBI single by number 14, Isabella Montalavo, and a 2-run double followed by number 20, Abriana Luna. Those helped us put up 3 runs at the top of the first inning. We're now back at the bottom of the first here.
Quick start there. Bunch of hits right through the gap. Kaylee Mendez started us off, followed by Isabella, and then Amherst and all of that. Got the scoring starting off quick here. 3-0 start in the bottom of the first. The last time these Carroll Tigers played against the Wright Texans, they run-rolled them in 5 innings. That game ended up with a final score of 13-3.
Number 9,
and we have a quick little mound visit real quick. This is our first softball game here on Carroll Tiger TV, on the Tiger Sports Network. So work with us a little bit here as we try to figure everything out and see how things are going.
Now, I really like Carroll's chance and energy inside the dugout. I really like how they all seem very close together, like one big happy family down there.
Just make sure you talk closer. Mike. Who's up to bat?
Here comes the pitch. Swung on foul to the left side. Will be an 0-1 count.
Isabella Montalavo on the mound tonight. Started a good chunk of these games for this season. So far, she has 13 appearances. Call this her 14th appearance. Her last game was against Veterans Memorial last week. Unfortunately, that was the Tigers' 3rd loss of the season and 2nd to Veterans Memorial this year, who currently lead the district. Isabella boasts a 1.95 ERA, or 1.95 ERA, my apologies. Bunter right there is going to be fouled.
Will be an 0-2 count here for the Tigers. A great chance to get a quick out here. Hopefully do not advance any more runners.
Yep, with runners on first and second. Tigers got the scoring off quick. Don't want to let Ray get off quick like that. Keep the scoring down. Keep that lead above right now.
0-2 count. Here comes the delivery. Swung on and miss. Strikeout for Isabella. Her first of the night.
That's on Kaylee Benavides.
First baseman, number 11, Katie Ramirez.
Kaylee Ramirez now. 3 players in a row for the Ray Texans that start with K. I just thought that was interesting. Kylie, Kaylee, and Kaylee.
Must be a
Kaylee
hard time.
spelled differently.
Must be a hard time for the coach. Swung on and missed. 0-1 count.
First baseman, Kaylee Ramirez. Kaylee Ramirez currently on the year. Batting .311, 61 at-bats. This will be her 62nd. Swung on.
I have noticed.
Fouled. Got.
Caught. Nice play.
Ava Sanchez.
What I have noticed a lot about these girls is that they swing a lot at the first pitch. They're all very aggressive in their swings, looking to hunt the very first pitch. That's what happened with Carroll a lot on their little rally. They just attacked the best pitch they saw right away. They didn't want to go by them.
Yeah, you are very definitely right there. At the top of the first inning, it was almost first pitch swinging and crushed right away. You know, aggressive and quick for these Carroll Tigers. Fans started to trickle in the stadium here. 5:30 start. You know, work had just ended. Parents on their way.
Call for a ball on the outside.
Be a 1-0 count.
Me and Ben have really upgraded our settings each time. We're now in a box.
We are in a
first
box.
time.
So for our first time, we covered basketball. We covered that in the arena. We were not on the sidelines. We were actually in the parents section. Our first time covering baseball, we were out in the stands in the environments where it was quite hot, if I remember correctly. And now we have made it into the press box for the first time, me and Joaquin, in our one and only softball broadcast of this year. Tuesday we'll be calling the Corpus Christi Carroll Tigers baseball game against the Miller Buccaneers. Wild pitch there. Nobody advances. Quick action from Mariah Pena, who is starting her first ever game at catcher, I believe. I believe, if I'm correct, what I heard earlier through the day was Michaela Silvis, who is our starting catcher, is out. Chloe Collins is usually the designated backup, as long as Harper Davila is too. But both of them are freshmen. Mariah Pena has experience underneath her belt being a junior, just like a lot of other players on this team. Gets the start.
You know, with playoffs coming up, it's never bad to try and experiment different options because it's always next man up when it comes to Carroll sports.
I understand. I don't know the situation on the catching situation, so who knows how prolonged of a period that Michaela may be out for, or if she's even out today for an injury, she could be out for something completely different. But you get some Pena action behind the plate.
It's full count here for Isabella. She's worked her way back from a 3-0 count, turned into a very competitive at bat here. See if she can get the punchy. Here comes the pitch. It's going to be a little inside to load the bases for the Tigers. I mean, for the Texans, technically. Load the bases for the Texans.
Bad situation to get yourself in early. One home run here switches the game around. You go from leading 3-0 to being down by 1. But you got to see, can the Tigers stop it, or will Ray capitalize here?
Megan, the pitchers, has a chance to erase the 3 runs she gave up here with one swing of the bat. Megan Salinas will be hitting here for the Ray Texans.
Megan Salinas batting .317 on the year. First pitch swung at, missed.
I will say, though, the only person that has hit a home run for the Ray Texans is not at bat. Is not in the lineup currently, so we'll see if they have the home run power even without her. And she swung on the second pitch. There's an 0-2 count here. Great for Isabella.
Give all the confidence in the world. See them swing and miss the first 2. What will Isabella dial up here for us?
Here comes the pitch. Little on the outside. 1-2 count. Not a bad pitch there, though. You can tell when she's been a little swing happy. So why not throw one on the outside, get her to fish?
Yep. Don't even put it in the possibility of her being able to hit that one. Here comes the pitch. Down the middle, swung at.
Miss. They're going to call it a foul tip, strikeout.
Not sure.
Not sure.
Ends the inning.
It's an out for all that matters. I'm going to give it the benefit of the doubt and say that was a strikeout. And in my opinion, that was a strikeout right there. She swung and missed.
So I'm not sure if it could have just barely clipped the end of the barrel on that thing, but I can't tell, and I'm not a no.
But even then, well, the catcher didn't catch it. So technically, I guess it would be a strikeout.
It would be dropped.
It dropped and then like
drop, third strike, then tag.
But like the ump said like they were trying to throw the first, and he was like nah.
Yeah.
So I think it's a strikeout.
I think so.
Or maybe
that one counted as a foul. Music going on, so we'll be right back. And we are back from break. We were just talking about Mariah Pena. Now at bat. Swings at it. Hit to third base. Not caught. It's going to allow her to get a first.
Like I said, first pitch attacking. by the
Mhm.
Carroll Tigers seems to be their key to their offense.
Center
And
fielder number
what happens when you put the
18,
ball in play? Just
Gracie Alessio.
put the ball in play, something good will happen for you.
Yeah, very quick at it. Freshman Gracie at bat now. Second baseman and third baseman. Tonight, if I am correct, she is playing in center field. So our positions here are wrong, but hey, we tried. That's all that matters. We're learning as we go.
Number 18, Gracie's up to bat.
Mm-hmm. Little
She's-
high, going for the steal. Mariah gets it.
No, not even an attempt to throw. What a good jump by Mariah there.
Yeah, right on it. Catches the catcher sleeping there.
Real windy today.
Mm.
Hopefully, I mean, the wind's blowing back kind of at us. Well, I'm just looking at the flag. It's like blowing. Not really in favor of any home
Any
runs.
directions, yeah.
It'll be blowing back, so I expect a lot of pop outs unless someone gets a really good hold on one.
Yeah. Maybe if you pull one over here to the left foul pole, could bring it along.
We'll see how the wind develops, but it sounds like a hurricane in the box.
I know, it sounds bad. It's banging on the pole that's directly in front of the press box right now. 3-0 count for Gracie.
Does she have the green light? I would give it to her.
Mm-hmm. Making signs on the mound for the Ray Texans. Lit up 3 in the first inning. Walks 1 to start. Well, walks 1 and after a hit start.
Similar start here for the Tigers,
Third baseman number
getting
3,
on
Talina
base
Lynch.
early.
Quick
First
to it.
walk here for the Tigers, though. Like I said, they do like to swing at the first pitch a lot and put it in play.
Mm-hmm. Back to the top of the lineup. Talina Valdez, sister of Clarissa Valdez, who played here at Mary Carroll High School. Wild pitch is going to allow both the runners to advance to second and third. 2 runners in scoring position for the Tigers now. But as I was saying, Clarissa Valdez was a great softball player here for Carroll Tigers. Talina is the younger sister of her, 2 grades below her, I believe. Junior. Talina's actually leading her batting average. She's batting .623. That's why she's our leadoff.
623, if you don't know, is almost
Very good.
absurd, unheard of.
Mhm.
She grounds one to second. Will get out at first, but brings home a run.
Mm-hmm.
Sacrifice out right there.
Yeah, sack single.
Sack.
Well,
Sack.
I don't know what the word would be, but sacrifice to
Shortstop,
get a runner in.
9,
Sack lineup.
Kaylee Mendes.
Kaylee Mendes here now. Another great junior on this team, falling behind Talina. She's batting .476 on the season. Another great batting average. A lot of these Tigers have wonderful batting averages, wonderful slugging percentages, on-base percentage, all of that. Actually, I look at our on-base percentage. We have 3 players all above 500, which is insane to think about. Pitch
Fact.
is coming. Just a ball. 2-0 count.
Yeah, it's really crazy the amount of damage this Tigers offense has been able to do all season long, really.
Mm-hmm.
And it culminates in their record of 23-3.
100%. Yeah, no, wonderful Carroll Tiger team. Just ready to make a run in playoffs. Spoke to a couple of the players before the season had begun. I believe they made it pretty far, I think, into the 4th round last year, if I'm correct. Their goal is to try to go fight for a state championship. And when you watch the way these Tigers perform, you know, attacking early, you know, 3-0 in the first inning, batting absurd numbers like .323, ERA of 1.95 and 1.83. I believe these Tigers have a chance to make a run for it.
There's no reason to not believe that they can make a run for it.
And no bias here on the Tiger Sports Network, I promise.
No, sir.
Pitch coming.
Oh,
Full left foul.
and like
into
you
the
said,
bullpen.
without the win, I mean, it's still a foul ball, but that could go over the fence, no win, even if it's a foul ball.
Yeah, no, if somebody hits it's kind of, you know, left center, that wind will definitely bring it further left, but it can still go out.
Impressive swing there. It's
Mhm.
a 2-2 count here.
See what she dials up. Ball up.
Do you have a lady on third?
Mm-hmm.
Could get a sacrifice,
Single or something here.
pop fly sacrifice to bring home a run. It's the pitch.
Meganize her down. Delivers it popped up.
Slapped up there.
It's going to
It's
center.
deep. I think it's deep enough to score one, though.
And
And
here
it
comes.
will be.
Another run comes across.
A nice sacrifice fly there.
Allows Gracie to score the run.
Mm-hmm.
Pitcher number 14, Isabella Montalvo.
Quick start again for the Tigers. You know, it's the second inning. It's already 5-0. Same thing happened when they played Ray early in the season.
Swung on the first pitch, shortstop, but she gets it.
It's going to end the inning.
It's going to end the inning here. 3 outs, but 2 runs put up by the Carroll Tigers here. Can they have another shutout second inning? We'll find out here.
We'll be right back. We'll find out soon. Ray Texans back up to bat now, leading off with Ava Martinez, shortstop, number 3.
Showing bunt here.
Pulls it back. It's a ball. Delivered by Isabella Montalvo.
I think it's such an interesting technique in softball where they do the pull bunt and they slap it.
Just looking at it. Softball definitely has like a bunch more techniques than you see in baseball when it comes down to swinging like that. Just interesting, and you never know what's going on. Pitch delivered, bunts, fouled off. But 100% right in noticing that there, Joaquin.
The cold breeze does feel good. She just opened the door right now.
That did feel great.
We got some more crowd ambiance here. We'll open up the window a little bit. Here comes the pitch, 1-1 count. Oh, it's a little off. It looked like she slipped off her hands there a little bit. 2-1 count here for Isabel. The Texans almost have a different approach when it comes to the Tigers. They seem to be, they want to bring the counts as deep as possible before they start nitpicking at the pitches they want to swing at. 2-1 count here. No outs. Bottom of the second inning. Here's the pitch, and it swung on a missed. 2-2 count here.
You know, Isabella made it wasn't as quick work as she probably wanted. You know, let some runners get on base and had a bases loaded situation, but she did keep the scores from coming in. See if she can get a quicker start here now.
It is interesting though. Ava Martinez, only a sophomore, does bat .387, but she's only batting 7th in this lineup.
Low lineup for somebody batting 3.
Second on the team in batting average. Let's see what she can do here. Full count. She swung on and missed. Another strikeout. 3rd strike for Isabel.
She sits right now. She has got 74 strikeouts on the season. See if she can get up to 80 here tonight.
3 more here, folks. If you get 6, she'll be at 80 for the season. An impressive feat.
Pitched in this Miller game where they took a win on Monday. I believe that was a 7-3 game, if my memory serves me correct. Swung at it, missed.
Again, almost like I'm watching deja vu with the same sequence happening.
Going back to it, the bunt and then pull back and swing.
Alexandra Perez.
489 actually. Second highest on the team. So not only can she pitch, she can crush one too.
Perez here batting a .286.
Stares at that one.
1-1 count here. Off. 1-2 count here.
For Lexi Perez. Number 0 for the first time in Dallas Cowboys history. there is a player rocking number 0. Former Texas Longhorn DeMarvion Overshawn, also nicknamed Agent Zero during his time there, or the Armband Bandit, has flipped his number from originally 31 to 13, now rocking the number 0 for the Dallas Cowboys.
Another foul is going to be
Caught.
What an amazing play.
Wow. What a great play there by the first-time catcher, Mariah Pena.
For the Texans in the second, they scored
And that's
no
what I'm
runs
talking
on
about.
the
You let athletes play on the field, they're going to make the play no matter what position they're in. What a beautiful play by Mariah.
Doesn't matter. And like you said, going into the playoffs, getting some experiments going, it's the best time. We'll be right back after this break. And we're back. Leading off to start the top of the third inning is Amherst Garcia,
4-hole hitter.
committed to Coastal Bend Community College, by the way.
They're getting a real dog at Coastal Bend right there. First hit of the day was a double for her. She's 1 for 1 tonight, and she smacks one into the left field.
Going for the, nope, thinks
Got
better
him.
of it, gets the single.
Like I said, first pitch attacks by the Carroll Tigers seem to be the way of their offense.
Brings up
Second
Arena Luna.
baseman, number 20, Abrina Luna.
Brings up Luna. Quick, just quick to it there, Amherst.
She also had a double in the first inning. This one was for she had a, it was
See what Luna can dial up here. Takes that first one as a ball.
okay, hopefully you all guys can hear the dugout of the Carroll Tigers putting on a nice beat there.
Starting to get loud over there. Get a little excited. Takes that one low. Amherst takes off for it. Dropped. She's going to get the base.
We see
Had to maneuver my head right there. We got a big old pole
right in the
blocking
center.
second base.
See, we always have a challenge with poles. But nice steal there. Could not make the throw and catch.
Puts a runner in scoring position. You got a double right here, and you got another run to add on. So 0 outs, most importantly. Swings at it.
Short
Gets the
could not
shortstop. Short
field
drops
it.
it. Throws it first. Gets her. Keeps Amherst there at
was
second.
not on the back, but good play to tag it by number 11. Kaylee Ramirez playing first tonight. That was a great play to just tag her. Oh, and apparently she is safe.
Oh, yeah. We missed that. We must have missed that there.
Designated player number 15, Jocelyn Isagiri.
I don't know. To me, it looked like she tagged her, but hey, I always take calls going the way of the
Not work. Jaslyn Izagire at the plate now. Who on the season is currently batting a 3. Wild pitch there allows both runners to advance. Amherst on third and Abrina on second. Both of them safe. Wild pitches have been apparent in this game tonight. Now 0 outs. It's a 6-0 ball game for your Carroll Tigers.
Ava Sanchez.
Ava Sanchez at bat. Oh, just this? Like it's lagging? Audio sounds good. And we're back. Ava Sanchez at the plate.
swung on in almost the same area.
Same gap. Abrina Luna comes across. Another run. Still 0 outs for your Carroll Tigers. It's a 7-0 ball game quick here at Cabanis. Oh, see what-
Quick
Catcher number
strikes
7,
here
Mariah Pena.
by the Carroll Tigers. This offense, the first pitch swing is something they'll live and die by here.
Swung at Mariah Pena. Gets another hit.
And we'll load the bases here.
With 0 outs still remaining.
Another single
Mhm.
for Mariah
Center
Pena after
fielder
making the
number
great
18,
play in
Gracie
center field.
Ledlow.
Took the first pitch and ran with it. Awesome game right now if you're Mariah Pena. You know, starting a catcher, you have that great catch. I believe she already has 2 hits on the game already. 2 for 2.
Bases loaded opportunity
Everything you could
for
ask for.
Gracie, the freshman, who's
Mhm.
batting a 389, by the way, in our 9-hole, which is insane.
Yeah, crazy 9-hole, considering that typically in standard MLB fashion, the 9-hole used to be reserved for the pitchers.
Mm-hmm.
When we'd see fun times like Justin Verlander at the bat.
Shout out to Lance McCullers Jr., by the way. He's a great Astros pitcher who got a hit RBI in the World Series.
People don't
Was-
appreciate how great Lance McCullers was for the Astros in that run.
He was the last one to do it until Otani,
Mm.
became Otani.
Yeah.
But yeah,
What was
hopefully
it? Didn't he throw the same pitch like 20 or so times?
20 times against all the Yankees fans out there. Y'all could not hit his curveball.
Lance McCullers Jr. coming back from injury this season. He's already started a few games for both Sugarland and the Corpus Christi Hooks. That one's popped up. It's going to be another single. It's going to get another run to come across. Jaslyn Izaguirre scores. Ava Sanchez on third now. Mariah Pena on second. And Gracie on first.
4 straight singles here for the Tigers. 3 of them have been RBIs.
And if you're a Ray
Third
Texans
baseman,
fan,
number 3, Talita Valdez.
Might
you're
wanna
begging for it to stop.
almost no outs here.
As we return back to the top of the lineup, Talina Valdez
Third at bat. and only
batting the
3
most on the team.
innings.
Yeah. Third inning, third at bat, batting is 6.23. She's ready to cause some havoc. Will we see a home run here tonight? Let's find out. That one's first one's taken as a
The
ball.
catcher, I don't know if this is a softball thing or I'm just not noticing, but the catcher seems to, well, at least on that pitch was lined up very outside. Almost just trying to avoid hitting to Talina, which is not a bad, honestly, not bad, even with bases loaded. This is like walking Barry Bonds here. That's the equivalent.
pretty much.
And that's
Another
what's gonna
ball. It's going to be a wild
happen.
pitch. It's going to allow a run to come through. There goes Ava Sanchez.
9-0 here, top of the third inning for the Carroll Tigers.
Quick game. Shaping up to end the same way that the last game against the Ray Texans had been.
We will mind you, we are 2-0. Look, it probably will be 3-0 when me and Ben are on the call. So if anyone out there wants an upset win, just get me and Ben to commentate for y'all.
We will broadcast. In other news, we would like to commentate the entire 2025 to 2026 Texas Longhorns basketball season.
Yep, hey, March
would never
Madness.
Yeah, put us in for March. Let's not lose in the first round again.
Not even the first round, first to 4. Hey, but we took their head coach, so we'll see what
We did.
happens. 3-0 count here. Not swinging at that one. 3-1 count.
Smart move, you know, you swing at it, get a strike, but you don't swing at it, you might take a chance of getting a ball there. It was close.
Now Selena's looking to hit. 3-1 hitters count here. No outs still for the Carroll Tigers.
Again, if you're Ray, you're just in surrender position. You're waving the white flag.
Wind's starting to move here again. It's a walk. Wind's starting to shift over to benefit the left field side.
Shortstop, number 9, Kaylee Mendez.
Well, you'll see a lot of balls that are going to the left field. End up foul with the wind right now. Blowing hard to the left. Kaylee Mendez at bat now. Young, talented junior, batting .476 on the season.
Last at bat was a sac fly to score a run. Now she has bases loaded with no outs. See what she does. And she gets hit by a pitch.
They're going to walk one in because of it.
She looks very frustrated with that. I know she wanted to do more
She
with
wanted
the
to hit
bases
that.
loaded. But you will take an RBI walk any day.
And Kaylee leads the team in RBI, so I'm sure she wanted that opportunity there. She currently has 39 on the season.
Pitcher number
Insane
14,
feat.
Isabella Montalvo.
And we have now hit the double-digit mark, 10-0 for the Tigers.
And only the third inning. Another mound visit as they go talk to Megan Sines. Rays had a little bit more of a rough year so far, as they're only 3-11 in district. If they were to lose tonight's game, it would move them to 3-12 and then 7-19 on the season.
There seems to be no sign to stop the bleeding here. Bases loaded still for the Tigers with no outs.
Can Ray stop a nosebleed? Let's find out.
This almost feels like taking candy from a baby here.
Isabella Montalavo at bat. First pitch coming. Takes on as a ball. Close on the inside, yeah. Tiger dugout starting to get more fired up again.
I'm trying to join them in their beat.
I know.
That
Popped
one's
up, centered.
Hammered the center field. She's
Another
going
run.
to try and score 2 on there. Okay.
She does. Gracie and Talina both come across. It's a 12-0 ball game here.
2-run RBI single.
And there's still no outs.
Right
And
fielder
shout out,
number 6, Everest
Kaylee
Garcia.
Melendez for getting first or third there. That's a small hit.
Yeah. Speedster. Second most stolen bases on the team. She has 9 currently. Kaylee, a talented junior.
Courtesy runner
You
first
have to
base,
expect her to be
Sophia
committed to go
Flowers.
play somewhere great in college once she gets done with her senior season.
I agree with that. We do have a courtesy runner here. It was Sophia Juarez coming in to pinch run here. Oh, that's smacked deep. And it's
It's gone.
A 3-run home run for Amaris Garcia to put an exclamation point on this inning.
It's a 15-0 ball game in the 3rd inning.
Wow, can't believe that.
Well, you talked about earlier, was a home run possible? Found
It was
out.
possible. She hit the
With the wind.
skin off of that softball there.
Thing like it owed her money. Aubrina Luna at bat now. Another mound visit taking place.
15-0. What do you do here if you're the Ray Texans?
Second baseman.
Well, you have to play.
number 20,
You still have to
Aubrina
play
Start.
at least to the 5th inning.
Believe so. I'm not sure how the softball run rule works, so could be here a while if this inning never stops because you still got 0 outs. The scoreboard has reset after how many runs have been scored this inning. There no longer shows any runs as it is moved over to 10. And the
can-
scoreboard only demonstrates single digits for innings.
You can almost consider this like a fresh start. This inning never happened. They have zero runs scored if you look at it from a
If you,
scoreboard
if
perspective.
you look at just the left side and not where the runs are, you can say Carroll scored 3 and 2 in the first 2 and then
didn't
0
score
in the
anything.
3rd.
This is
But if you look over the right, you'll find out the devastating truth that it is actually just 15 and 0. 2-0 count right now for Aubrina Luna. Thrown too high. And you got to think, when this Carroll Tiger team is so good, you want to see some of these players go off to real good colleges. It reminds us of we had a great player, I believe it was my freshman or sophomore year, Vanessa Garoga, who's now playing for the Texas Longhorns over there.
hopefully we can cover. Me and Ben can cover her games once in a while. That'll be really exciting.
And sure, I think we've probably talked about it every single broadcast, but me and Joaquin both committed to the University of Texas in their journalism program. Both very excited.
Hopefully we get y'all support through our next chapter, and hopefully y'all will hear us on a even more professional broadcast. Oh, what a snag by the third baseman. Third baseman Kylie Benavidez with a snag there.
15, Jaslyn Izagirre.
Positive highlight there for the Ray Texans as they finally get the first out of the inning.
Gets the Ray Cloud as loud as they've been the whole time. As Joaquin said, hopefully, we're covering Tuesday's baseball game when the Carroll Tigers play against Millard Buccaneers. Hopefully that won't be the last time y'all ever hear me and Joaquin on a call for a game again, as we're graduating. And Saturday's game, the final game of the season for the baseball, will be covered by our freshman Nate and somebody else. I'm not too sure on that just quite yet. But hopefully me and Joaquin end with a 4-0 record after winning today's game, and then hopefully winning the next game. That one's popped up.
That one's
Far on the left.
Oh, but it's
Gone again.
another home run. 2 home runs in the same inning. This is becoming a crime scene here.
For Jaslyn Izagirre.
16-0. Sweet 16.
We got a quinceañera now. Wait,
And
no,
they-
that's 15. My apologies. Sweet 16 is the right one.
A home run here.
Brings up Eva Sanchez still with one out. So if you're right, you still have to keep playing. Obviously. Rough game.
First baseman number 13, Ava Sanchez.
Ray's had some pretty good ERAs on the season so far. Megan Sanchez has a 10.32. So been good on the year so far, but definitely going to inflate after today's game.
What a count here for Ava Sanchez. Here's the pitch. Swung on. It's going to go foul. Play cannot be made by the first baseman.
Hard of a catch there by Kaylee Ramirez. Not able to get it. Just fouled. Tried to locate it. Couldn't get it. Brings us to a 1-1 count with 1 out remaining. 2 outs remaining. My apologies. 1 out on the board.
And, you know, that's how you know me and Ben have untrained eyes when it comes to softball. We don't know their home runs until we see them go over.
We're learning as we go. It's actually the first Carroll Tiger softball game I think I've ever attended in my 4 years here.
I do think I have attended a
Actually, no, I take
playoff.
that back. I showed up to a game last year during the playoff run.
I was there in one of the games in the playoff run. Very exciting to watch. Nothing like playoff baseball here.
Playoff baseball, playoff softball,
Softball.
doesn't matter. We're going to bet a ball involved. That one's going far left, just foul. Would have been gone if it stayed in. They had a third home run this inning by Ava Sanchez there.
Something tells me that she's going to get a hold of one right here and hit it out the park. Let's see if I'm right. Knocking on wood here. But it's like it's the end of the world if she doesn't. We are up 16-0. Here comes the pitch. Swung on. Fouled.
Wants to make her mark, though. Going for it, definitely. Wild inning here for your Carroll Tigers so far. Brave fans still trickling into the stadium. Saw one walk in and then walk right out.
1-2 count here. Swung on.
He
Skied
popped up,
into the infield. Caught by the second base.
tracked and
Caught
delivered
by
there.
Sofia De Leon.
Brings up Mariah Pena to bat. Who's
Final.
already batted this inning, too. I believe she started
Catcher
us off
number
early.
7, Mariah Pena.
Great game for this young lady. God, I wonder if it can get any better.
You know, can
First
make
pitch
it
taking this
better.
ball.
A home run.
A third of this inning. Both of those first 2 home runs taken to left center. That one low.
Both had the distance to go center too, and could have been a lot further if the wind wasn't as how it is. Inside here,
3-0
3-0 count. Hitters count. She's looking at the sign from a coach. Probably not going to swing considering the score, but
Yeah.
you never know.
Mariah Pena batting .263 on the season. This will be her 21st at bat, if I'm correct. 22nd. First one taken as a strike.
She's not Yohan Moncada. She cannot swing at that 3-0 pitch.
Breaking baseball rules.
3-1 count here. Swung on. Shortstop. Makes a nice play there. Good scoop by the first baseman. They finally end this top of the third inning.
Stops the bleeding.
And this is not an error, by the way, folks. It really is 16-0 for your Carroll Tigers.
We'll be right back after this quick short break.
Back at the top of the lineup here for the Ray Texans, Julia
Vasquez.
will be up. She did get a walk her first at bat, which feels like almost centuries ago, but
First inning was quite a while ago now. It is currently 6:30. Game started at 5:30.
swung on first pitch. It's going to be in the outfield and get caught by the left fielder. Left fielder, Kara
Left fielder number 13,
will
Kylie
make that play.
Rodriguez.
Caught over there by Kara Mascoro, sorry.
Here's some of the chants here from the Ray cheerleaders trying to help their team out. Down 16-0.
Can they bring any magic? You'd certainly need a wish and more.
And
That
a
one caught right there real fast.
Lazy pop out there. Easy catch.
Caught by Talina Valdez.
Third baseman number
And this is
9,
not the inning you
Katie
need when
Rodriguez.
you let up 11 runs. In the top of the third, 2 quick outs.
Ray Texans cheering for a score. At least a score. Something going on here.
Pitch is high. 1-0
Next.
count here for Kylie Benavides.
The second game here won't be broadcasted on Carroll Tiger TV, but it will be against
Should-
veterans and
Veterans and Miller Buccaneers, so should be a good one.
Veterans leading the district in our, worth Carroll's 2 of 3 losses.
But all those losses, 2 L's make a dub. That's all I have to say about that. And it's a 1-1 count. High gets behind Talia.
It's hard to beat
No.
somebody twice in one season. It's even harder to do it 3 times. Let's see Vets in the playoff.
Let us see. 2-1 count here. Four strikeouts here for Isabella. Hopefully she can add one more here. Fouled off, 2-2 count. Caught off the wall there by Mariah. She's showing a lot of great flashes here at catcher. Only her
first ever
junior
game.
year. She has another year left after this one.
Like I said, I believe I'm correct when I say this is her first ever time catching in a softball game.
Full count here. Can she get her 5th strikeout here? Ray Crouch trying to give him some energy here.
Call for ball four, get their ball four.
That's what the the Ray dugout was cheering for, and that's what they.
See what they wish for. Starting to get loud over there for Ray. Start to wonder if they're
believe they can
starting
come
to make
back.
it magic.
Anything can happen.
If we scored 11 in one inning, they can definitely score 17.
1-0 count here. Trying to turn the 0 to a 1, and then from there you keep on climbing.
What it's about.
Count here. Here comes the pitch. Strike.
Now, Isabella
1-1.
Montalavo has been on one tonight. 3 innings so far. 0 runs allowed in. Did have a bases loaded situation early in the first inning. Stopped anything from happening, though.
Got out of it with no runs, the way we like to see. Popped up into the infield and will be caught by the second baseman, Aubriana Luna, and will get us out
That will
of
be
the third
end of
inning
the final total
and take us to
for
the
all
top
four.
of the 4th inning here for the Tigers. We'll be right back here.
After a quick little break. We come right back as apparently I didn't know the run rules. But that is the end of the ball game here.
16-0 is the final score here. That is the ball game as your Mary Carroll Tigers go to 24-3 and the Ray Texans fall to 7-19.
We've been live here for less than an hour, and the game is over, 16-0. Amazing third inning there by your Carroll Tigers, like we were just talking about. 11 runs in 1 inning. Incredible game, quick game.
Some of the highlight hits here. Ramirez Garcia with a 3-run home run, and then follow the same inning with Jaslyn Izagirre with a solo home run. 2 home runs in 1 inning really boosted up that 11th run, third inning, and which ultimately sealed the deal on this game early after only 3 innings.
Yeah, halfway through the third inning, you could tell the Ray Texans fans, they were just out of it. I personally have never seen a game end that quick, Joaquin. I've never seen a game go 3 innings. I've seen games end in 5. We beat Ray earlier this year in 5 innings. We played them. 13-3 that game was. But in 3 innings, this game is over.
I think that game was a record time of only an hour on the dot.
Got to feel bad for any workers. Hopefully they get paid overtime because they did not get their full shift's worth. And your Veterans Eagles and Miller Buccaneers will have plenty of time to prepare for this next game.
Plenty of time. They have almost an hour and 30 to warm up and get here.
And this is cameraman Nathan Perez. We had a 3-inning game earlier this year. It was against Southwest Legacy with a final score of 1-16.
It's almost the same score. Just in that game, we apparently lit up run, but I mean that's not the end of the world. We still rolled them in 3 innings, like you were just talking about. Nate, our camera guy, working the night. Wonderful job. He will be taking our jobs because me and Joaquin are graduating because we're unks.
We are old. I'm
Nate
actually
will be
young.
commentating the final baseball game of the season, though. That will be not this coming Saturday, but the next Saturday when your Carroll Tigers face against the Ray Texans. They played earlier in the season. Carroll had led early until the 6th inning, I believe, where Ray rattled off 4 or 5 runs and were able to win the game late. But Nate will be on the call for that game. I'm not sure whose partner will be for that one just quite yet.
It should be a good one.
Should be a good one. Might be Noah. It might be a player you saw here tonight in left field, Kara Moscoto. Never know. But not too much to talk about, after the end of the game. It's not like we had a whole long time or a bunch of long, exciting innings and something going on. It was quick from the start of the get-go. Joaquin mentioned early on, first pitch swinging, just taking it when you can. Just quick, fast, and aggressive game. Carroll Tigers are definitely posed to make a deep playoff run this year. And
who knows?
If I was a betting man, I'd put money on them going to state.
And who knows? Maybe me and Ben will get we'll get lucky enough to call a playoff game. Maybe not in this box, but maybe we'll find a way.
Definitely. If there's a playoff game held at Cabinus deep in the playoffs, you will see me and Joaquin back. Hopefully this wasn't our one and only softball game of the season here on the Carroll Tiger TV Sports Network. But as for now, I'm Benjamin Fanning.
I'm Joaquin Alvarez.
Thank you for tuning in. Have a wonderful one.